Yes, you, that's you, thank you right now. Hey guys, it's Andy, and we're about to get strangey.
Because we are reacting to Stray Kids
Let's
and
go.
their video for Chill.
We're about to cool off right now.
Yes, we are about to cool off. But as you guys know, again, in our last reaction to Stray Kids in Superboard, we said we were supposed to deconstruct Case 143. We're gonna do that today.
So the funny
Chill
thing
came
is,
out. Yeah.
this is a case in itself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Stray Kids knows our next move.
I know.
Right when we're about to do it, they came out with the video.
Yeah.
This is a case that needs to be solved.
Yeah, they don't want us to deconstruct Case 143 for some reason, you guys. But we really want to watch Chill. It is my favorite song from the album, so I cannot wait.
Come on,
I want to watch this, so we're gonna do this first.
We got two videos for at least for us. Like it's our two favorite songs, so we got a video for it.
I know.
Come on.
But also, we are going to explain some of the lyrics at the end of the video. There was a lyric that we pretty much got wrong in the Unveil track reaction.
The interpretation.
Yeah,
it was.
It was wrong. But now we know what they're really trying to talk about.
And this is exactly why we can't explain until the full song comes out.
Exactly. But anyways, guys, let's watch the video and then we'll explain some of the lyrics at the end.
Come on.
Let's go. Love this song. It's like that R&B 90s. Woo, they're looking good.
This track is fire.
Fire. Han, right? Really good sad love songs. Gorgeous.
So much emotions. Come on. God damn it, he's handsome.
Yes. And the water too.
티키타카 어색한 기류가 흘러 너 내게 찔려있는 눈빛 같은 맘으로.
Oh damn, he switched that in. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I switched that in.
He's money all the time.
Damn.
Yes, you, that's you, thank you right now.
Woo.
Break together.
There's a fire. They're trying to melt it down. 시켜.
They're burning it. 신경꺼. Ooh, that falsetto, man.
Alright, thermometer.
See, even that part is cool. Like I like the way they shot that because he says
nice
they
groove.
drop the thermometer when they say 속 타는 마음 좀 식혀. As in like 속 타는 마음, my heart is burning, but we need to cool that off. And then they take the thermometer off and then they drop it because you know they got a fever.
Yeah.
Come
on.
This
song is, as you guys probably already know, it's like a sad love song.
Come on.
But again,
this is a really good song.
Yeah, such a good song.
Very relatable song.
Yeah.
The 2000s, like the late 90s, come on.
Woo! Look at that, the beat drop. Let's go, Changbin. Did you just see? They're watering the umbrella.
So you got a fever.
Yes, that's what we watched. Woo! That's right. Yes, you, that's you. Thank you right now. 그래 우리 break together. Oh, this beat. Woo! Whoa, look at that. I should watch. I need to watch. Woo. Oh my god, that looks so good.
That blazer with no, you see that?
I know.
That blazer with no shirt, and when he went like this, we got a little peekaroo in there. You know what I'm saying? We got a little peekaroo.
Exactly,
Come on, bro. You can't tease us like that, Chad.
I need to stop making the mistake that I did for Superboard. I wasn't really watching. I need to watch. This song is this song is so good that I'm like semi-watching right now.
Especially when you already kind of like listen to the song already, and then like you know some of the lyrics, and you can't help but to want to sing along
and dance to it. But okay.
Okay, we're gonna bring it back. Okay. Right
here. Everything, there's like fans and everything. Like anything to shikyo, anything to cool down.
Take this off it's hot.
Yeah.
But we're gonna bring it back.
Yes.
Right here. There's a fan.
Yeah. They're like moving the couch.
Right here.
Yeah.
No, right here. I see that.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, at the beginning it was already sculpted. The axe was already sculpted. They were looking at it.
Right.
It was the work they did.
Exactly. Ooh, Changi look good,
it's
man.
Like they're in a museum and they're just like.
Look at all of that.
Whoa. They're like in a freezer right now.
Why?
I love this song.
I want more.
Okay, so yeah, they sculpted that. We were wondering what that was. We're like, is it the heart? You know what I mean?
I think it is?
Yeah.
I think where they're at, you know, it's like a museum.
Yeah.
And you know how even in like Case 143 and in Maniac, they're inside somewhere.
Yeah.
I think this is inside their heart.
Because it's so cold?
Exactly. They're inside their heart and they're restructuring their heart and trying to melt down their heart.
And maybe trying to forget about this person.
Exactly. And remember how like that, what is that thing called? The lift car?
Yeah.
Came with the sofa?
Right.
I think that's like, you know, you use
They're
it to... They're trying to rearrange their heart, like the way they think.
I like that.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, rearrange,
Yeah, they're trying to like 마음을 좀 정리해.
And
you know what I mean?
think the whole water thing too is like, you know, it's ice. So they're pretty much like cold, stone cold, you know what I mean? But they're trying to like warm it up, melt it, kind of like that's why they're in the fire.
Exactly.
They're trying to like warm them, like cool themselves down.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then now it's all melted. That's why there's so much water everywhere.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the whole song, it's just basically about like two people. They have the same feelings. They feel like the love is probably like, you know, going away.
Right.
But they're on the same page with that. And, you know, I feel like that's very relatable because even there was a part in the song where they say, we're holding hands, but we're looking another direction. So it's like, I feel like it's not that the love isn't there anymore, but it is there enough for them to care about this person, but at the same time, it is shigoing.
Exactly.
Like it's dying down.
It's dying down, but also...
And maybe they're so mad at each other.
Exactly. Yeah. They're so mad and they're at that point in the relationship where... You know how like when you're in a relationship and you feel like you love one another, but then you find yourself kind of drifting off.
Maybe it's just attachment.
Yeah, but then like sometimes it's just because of that brief moment.
Right.
And that's why the song is called Shikyo, because you need to cool off. It's like even when you fight. You know when you fight,
you just want to break up sometimes.
Yeah, you say things that you don't even mean.
Yeah.
And then like it makes the fight worse. So that's why sometimes you have to shikyo. Remember I even said that in our Veil track.
Yeah.
That's how they use the word 마음 좀 시키고 와. 성질 좀 시키고 와.
Right.
Like cool off your anger and then come back.
Yeah. And
because
I mean
it's better that way because you can speak at a much more like
calmer
and
more sane.
Yeah, more sanely.
Yeah.
Like instead of just erratically when you're just really mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you can actually make sense.
Exactly.
When you're not mad. But you know, Han did say, you know, he wrote this song based on I guess a drama he watched and they were so mad at each other. He was like, you know, they should like cool down.
Yeah, if I were them, I would have cooled down and then spoke to them.
But I'm thinking, really, Han? Is it a drama or is
was it?
You. I'm just kidding. But
Who
you know,
knows?
they're idols. They can't date, right, you guys?
They can't date.
He can't date.
No,
but
you
anyways,
know what I'm
Han writes the best love sad songs. Like you can relate to it, especially if you've been with somebody, you break up or you have that feeling. You're like, oh, boy, I know.
Right.
I know what you're trying to say here. You know what I mean? So this song was just that.
Because it just stems from something, and then they have an experience, you know, or it could be something they watched. But then to actually put it into words so poetically is what makes, like, that's talent. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Goodness gracious.
He draws a picture for you.
He draws a picture for you. And he compares, we told you this in our Superboard where they write in a way, they use proverbs and they use poetic stuff and then they compare it to other things in order for us to better understand it, but in a way where it's just kind of like, it's like a light bulb that goes off in your head. It's like, oh, that is so true. Like, you know what I mean? It makes you it gives off that sort of feel.
Right.
Come on.
But anyways, guys, we will explain some of the lyrics, and also that part that we said we got wrong. We're gonna explain that. So now, lyric time.
Lyric time. All right, guys. So in this deconstruction, we're gonna try to keep it short, and I'm only gonna do the first verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus, because the song in itself is more like a story. It's about how they're feeling about what's going on with them and their significant others. So the lyrics in itself, the translations, it's exactly that. So there's not like super heavy bars, but it's more poetic.
Right.
Like they compare it to things of how they feel.
Yeah. So we did write a full translation for the song and even color coded it. So if you guys did want to check it out still, we left it in the description box below. It's going to be a link.
Right.
So you guys can check that out. We wrote it all down for you still.
And not just that, but my throat.
I know.
It kind of hurts.
Yeah, Andy constantly loses his voice because he's always screaming every day.
Always.
It's not even the reaction in the videos, you guys. Like this guy.
What am I supposed to do with this energy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't sleep at night.
It's funny because he's an introvert. He's an I. But
I am.
When he's just at home, oh my goodness.
I'm an ISTP.
He's like an E at home. It's crazy. Yeah. But anyways.
I'm a C at home because I'm crazy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the deconstruction.
Okay.
So the first verse. 칼로 물베듯 끊이지가 않는 싸움. So I really like this line because like I said, he compares it to something that's very relatable.
Yeah.
Like 칼, that means knife. 물, water. 베듯, 베다 means to cut something. And then 싸움 means fight. So he's saying our fight is like as if trying to cut water. So you can't cut water.
Right. It's impossible.
It's impossible to cut water. Like, I don't know if everybody's done this, but I've done this before. Like, even in the showers. As a kid.
Okay.
As a kid. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes.
You try to cut water in the shower?
Sometimes. You don't know, not cut, but you know when you try to grab the water.
Yeah. I do in the sink. Yeah.
Yeah, even if you try to go in the sink, you turn the water on, and you try to get a scissor and cut the water. You can't cut the water.
Or you when you try to grab it or something.
Or you try to grab it. Exactly. That's what I do in the shower. I try to grab it. I'm gonna get you today.
I did it as a kid, but
I'm about to get you
I think
today.
Andy still does that, you guys.
Yeah, I still do it. I even gather water on my chest and I go, and I make a list and watch it fall. You know, y'all do that too. Come on, bro.
But anyways.
But what he's trying to say here is his fight is like that. The fights are like that, as if it's almost like trying to cut water with a knife. Like you can't cut water. How frustrating is that?
Yeah.
He's trying to cut the fight short, but it won't.
Yeah.
It just keeps
so
going.
So they're constantly arguing.
Yeah. See how poetic that is? It's like cutting water with a knife.
Right. Like he could have just wrote the lyrics like, oh, we constantly fight.
And it just won't stop.
And it just won't stop. But, which isn't bad either, but he compared it with something.
Something that's relatable, something that you can visualize and really be like, oh shoot, you really can't do that.
Yeah.
And then he didn't try to like overcomplicate the lyrics where
poetic.
It's like, it's so crazy, you know? I like that.
Me too.
Like I said, sometimes simple is best. And then after that he says, 처음부터 맞지 않았던 건 아니야. So it's not that it wasn't right from the beginning. He's saying, look, like this relationship, yeah, we may be fighting a lot right now, but it doesn't mean that it was always this bad from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, it could have all been good, but you know, people have habits, and through habits and through miscommunication, things can kind of pile up. So in his case, I feel like he's saying like it just piled up.
Right.
It just got to this point because it piled up.
Yeah.
We didn't try to talk it out. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I feel like even if you love the person, they might just not be compatible with each other.
Exactly.
So, you know, in those ways, it could be like that. It's like, it was good, but we realized it just didn't work. Right. It wasn't working out. Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's habits. And then instead, sometimes you could just talk it out and just be like nicely in a vulnerable way, and then you can make each other understand. But sometimes it just ends up in a fight. Yeah. And then, you know, like fighting, it just makes you say things that you don't mean. Right. Right? And that's why he's saying it wasn't this bad from the beginning. Yeah. It was.
And I think that's why they say, let's 식혀, let's cool down.
Cool it down. Yeah. Because sometimes you have to cool yourself down before, and then come back to it again. Because you're not thinking right. Right. And in the line after that, he says, 우린 그저 다른 것일 뿐. Oh, right here. No. Yeah, right here. Yeah. But he's saying 우린 그저 다른 것일 뿐이라 생각했던 그 생각은 결국 틀렸던 것일까? So he's asking himself. Well, I love this line too. This is another line that I love. 우린 그저 다른 것일 뿐이라 생각했던 그 생각은 결국 틀렸던 것일까? So was it wrong for me to think that So how am I going to explain this?
Was it wrong for me to think that I thought
that we were just different?
Right.
Exactly. Was it wrong for me to think that I thought we were just different?
So in conclusion, I think he's saying in ways of like, was I already setting myself up for disaster? You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you already have trust issues.
Right.
Let's say you have trust issues and then you meet a new person, but this person didn't even do anything wrong to you, but you already have trust issues, so you're thinking, oh, this person's gonna cheat on me.
Right.
Oh, this person's gonna, and you're already thinking these things, and it's already gonna end bad. Because, but in this case, it's not about like trust issues, but
it's more like thinking too 다양하게, like too simply.
Yeah.
Like, you know how sometimes, like, when, like, let's say me and Jazz were bickering, right? And then I could just simply think, it's probably just because we're different.
Yeah.
And you kind of just brush it under the rug. But he's saying, dang, maybe I shouldn't have brushed it under the rug. Was it wrong for me to have that thought? Like, think that the thought of us was different. Is that what was bad? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, look at how he writes. You know what I mean?
Like,
he makes us think.
Yeah, it makes you think. Like, really think about that.
Yeah.
It's like Inception, like being a dream in a dream, but this is a thought in a thought. He's saying, I think what I thought then, just the fact that we were different, is me thinking that thought then, that what I thought was wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that
make
make
sense? Yeah.
Like I said, it's like a thought in a thought.
Yeah.
He's thinking right now. Like right now he's thinking about the thought he had then.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Okay,
He's thinking right now about the thought that he had then.
Oh,
You know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
thinking more like, okay.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying,
thinking
right?
more like the reason why I felt like he was setting himself up for disaster is because he was already thinking.
But it still works that way.
Yeah.
Because at that moment he thought it was okay to just think like that. Hey, it's just because we're different. Yeah, it'll blow over. But now he's thinking. Now he's thinking like, oh shit. Like, was the thought that I had then that we were just different?
Yeah.
Me thinking that, is that what made it bad?
Yeah.
Saying like, did I not take action quick enough?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Hans' line just put us into an inception right now. You
Literally,
guys.
it's thoughtception.
Yeah, thoughtception.
Like, it's thinkception.
Right.
Like, think about it. Like, he's thinking right now about the thought he had then. The thought of him thinking that we were just different. Come on, bro.
I get it.
Like, that's complicating, but it really makes you think.
Right.
It makes you think in a way where you're like, oh, you know what, like, he's right. Like, maybe I shouldn't brush it under the rug. I should really try to talk about it with this person. It's not good to like just brush it under the rug. Sheesh. And after that he says, 손을 잡아도 서로 다른 곳을 보고 대화 주제의 흐름은 다 딴 데로.
This is what I was talking about.
Right. 손을 잡아도. So even if we hold hands, even if when we hold hands we both look somewhere else.
So sad.
The subject of the conversation flows elsewhere. So basically kind of like in the outside we look like a couple.
Yeah.
We're holding hands.
My hands are sweaty.
It's all good. I love it. Come on, take a slip and slide. Come on, bruh. Slip and slide and everywhere. But
okay.
I'm just kidding.
It's not that sweaty.
Okay, it's not that
sweaty.
sweaty.
Yeah.
It's just damp.
Yeah.
But it's like this. We're holding hands right now, right? We look like a couple.
Yeah.
Because we're holding hands.
But really,
she's looking to the right and I'm looking to the left.
And I don't think it can even mean like literally I'm looking away from each other. It's more like we might be holding hands. So people might think that, oh, we're in love, you know? But really, we're just holding hands because we're just used to it.
I mean, just because
it's a thing we always did anyway. So it's like
just the sole fact that you're a couple, they're holding hands.
But really, our feelings aren't even there.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why he's saying. But
it's like living with a significant other, but you're not really living with each other because you love each other. It's more like, well, we both live here, and you know,
so we might as well
just live here until the rent's like.
I mean, we're a couple by title, so might as well act like one.
Right.
Act like one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
So we're holding hands. But we're looking up somewhere else. Like our attention is not on each other.
Right.
It's somewhere else. And then he says, 대화 주제 흐름은 다 딴 데로. So even the conversation, like the subject of the conversations that he's having, it's all elsewhere. Like she can be talking about something, like you.
Yeah.
Like you could be talking about something, but your conversation is not getting through to me.
Right.
I'm talking about something else. Like there's no flow to their conversation.
Maybe they're not on the same page.
Exactly. They're not on the same page. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's funny because this whole song, it seems like they are on the same page though when it comes to their feelings.
Right.
Like the way they're probably just like falling apart. But in this case, they're not on the same page when it comes to maybe, like I said, compatibility or even the same interests.
Or like it's just maybe there's just no effort. Maybe there's just no effort in between.
It's already simmering down.
Yeah, because I feel like
they gave up.
Like at least in my interpretation, when I listened to this song, it sounded more like they felt like it was at a point of no return. When there really is.
Right.
It's just that you're mad at the moment.
Yeah.
That's why you're saying you gotta go 시켜.
True.
Even in the Veil track, we said that. They use that word like 성질 좀 시키고 와야 돼. Like 성질 시키고 와, as in like cool off your anger and then come back. That's how you can have a civil conversation instead of yelling at each other and saying things that you don't really mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that makes it worse.
Yeah.
You know? Whew.
Oh yeah, it could be a conversation. Maybe he said that line because at this moment they are mad at each other, so it's like they're still holding hands, but they're like, I'm pissed off at him or her. Yeah. And then even when they're just like talking, it's like really like I don't really care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like to them,
they're so mad.
Yeah, they're not showing their true emotion.
Right.
Like they're like just keeping it in.
Yeah.
They're not. If something bothers you, you should let them know.
They're being stubborn.
Yeah, they're being stubborn. Exactly.
Yeah.
In the next line he says, 이 애정 없는 대화 속의 맘이란 그저 텅 빈 쓰레기통에 눌러붙은 껌이야. I love this line too.
Me too.
Because this is Hyunjin's part too, and well, he said that while looking at the camera, and I was like, God damn, I want to be that gum in that trash can. For you.
I did too.
Come on,
I wouldn't mind being that gum, you guys.
Did you chew the gum?
Yeah,
then I'll be that gum. You know what I'm
saying?
But what he's saying here is, the feelings inside this affectionless conversation is like an empty trash can with a gum stuck on it. Think about that. It's a affectionless feelings. Like it's like this conversations that we have that have no affections in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
There's no affection behind it. And then he's saying, you know what that feels like? It's like an empty trash can with just a gum stuck on it. So you like a gum stuck, that's so hard to take off.
Yeah, and it's lonely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then think about it. He used the word gum because a gum stuck on a trash can is hard to take that out.
Yeah.
So he's saying it's hard to like feel that.
Yeah.
Like you're talking with your person that you love, and then you feel like this conversation that you're having is affectionless. It hurts you.
Yeah.
You want to forget about it. You want to take it out.
Yeah.
You want to just like not care about it.
Yeah.
But you can't. It's like that gum that's just stuck there.
Yeah.
It's hard to take off.
Yeah.
It's messy. It's stuck.
Right.
Come
and
on.
sometimes I feel like, you know, like, this is like more of like a little reach, but it's like, you know, a gum, someone like chews on it and it spits it out. So it's kind of like, you know, don't care. You know, it's like I'm like a little gum, a piece of gum that you just chewed and just spit out and just stuck on somewhere and just left me there.
Maybe.
You know, but it's not that. But you know, it kind of gave me that vibe too.
Like it depends on how you interpret it. But yeah, the vibe that I get is just more like it's like a empty trash can with just one gum stuck on it. You took out all this trash, and so basically like all this stuff in your heart, but you just can't take that out because it hurts you.
Yeah.
Because we're having this conversation, but it's so affectionless. There's no meaning behind this conversation.
Yeah.
How hurtful is that, really?
It is. Yeah.
And it's so and it's bothering him.
Exactly. See, but
you
the
know?
way he wrote it to compare it with something else.
A trash can with a gum stuck on it. It's just like that. Like this conversation is trash. But I just can't seem to forget about it. There's just still something in that trash can though. It's that gum that's stuck on there. I just can't seem to take it off. Like I can't take my mind off of it. How affectionless it was. Come on, man.
He's still in love.
He is.
Or
he
well,
cares.
not
he cares.
And, you know, but yeah, the story that he wrote. Yeah, this person is still in love and still cares and can't help but feel that.
Like it hurts.
It hurts, yeah. Even though they might be fighting and all that, they still can't help but to feel like, but I still love this person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like why can't I make this better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And after that is the pre-chorus is 시계바늘 소리가 ticky-tock, and that means 시계바늘 is the second needle
on the clock
that ticks.
Yeah.
And then it says that goes ticky-tock. 침묵 속에 어색한 기류가 흘러. So inside the silence, an awkward atmosphere flows. So inside the silence, because we just fought, just staring at each other, or you guys are in the same room, but it's just silent.
not talking.
But you see, it's so awkward.
Right.
You know what I mean? The atmosphere is grim, like it's dark, like it's heavy.
That's when you just watch TV.
Exactly. That's when you just watch. You gotta have some sort of background noise.
Some background noise, exactly.
Yeah. Maybe Han, you should have just turned on the TV.
I know.
Maybe you could have talked about a show that you guys both enjoy. You know, maybe that would have fixed it.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the way he wrote that too, it's like 시계바늘 소리가 ticky-tock.
You can, because you hear it too,
Yeah,
especially
you
when
hear
it's
it 'cause
quiet.
it's so quiet.
Yeah.
And that's why he says, in this silence, where am I? Inside this silence, an awkward atmosphere flows. Tick, 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 tick. And it's just this awkward.
And they're probably just like this.
Atmosphere. It's just, yeah, and it just flows out of us.
Yeah.
That awkwardness. Like, ooh.
Relatable.
It's giving me goosebumps.
Very relatable, yeah.
I hate those moments.
Yeah, I hate it.
And then after that, he says, 가진 이유로 내게 찔려 있는 눈빛 속에 아주 얕은 마음으로. So, what he's saying is for all sorts of reason, like 가진 이유. 가진 이유 means like for all sorts of reason. Inside a piercing gaze towards me is a shallow feeling. So it's kind of like I'm getting this piercing gaze.
She's like this, or me.
But then he feels it, but
Yeah.
what he feels is shallowness from it. Like he doesn't have anything.
Yeah, it's not affecting him.
It's just 얕은 마음. Like
Yeah.
he's just there, and it's just kind of like it's superficial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of he's just there, just kind of like he doesn't know what to do. Like
Right.
Like.
But I feel like it's because he's so used to it. You know what I mean? It's happened so many times, maybe. Like it's a constant thing.
Right.
So it's like he doesn't feel anything from it.
Exactly. Because it's like, think about being in that situation. Of course, like you don't know what to say, and you feel like if you say something wrong, then something's gonna flare up again. So he's just thinking like, oh man, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's literally he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that shallow feeling of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then even here is the pre-chorus is really cool because remember, it's about being chill. And I explained this in the Unveiled track reaction, but it's a play here. I think, I'm not sure, but 시계 바늘 means needle. 침묵 속에, 침묵 means silence, but 침 also means a needle. Like when you get acupuncture. And then 가진 이유로 내게 찔려 있는 눈빛. 찔려 means like pierce.
But it also means like poking.
Or poking. But that's what you do. Like, and remember, like, more than that's what you do, before I get to that part, remember, all the members had a thermometer in their mouth.
They're feeling sick. They have a fever.
They have a fever.
Yeah.
And they have to cool down their fever. How do you cool it down? With a shot.
Yeah.
You go to a doctor. And then that's where the 바늘 comes in, the needle. You get a shot. Needle. Shot. When you get a shot, what does it do? It 찔러주 you. Meaning it pierces your skin or it pokes you.
Right.
So that's a whole play right there.
I thought that was pretty genius.
That's freaking
And now that we
dope.
know the whole song, I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
you might be correct on that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was.
Because it's Han. You know
it's
what I mean?
Han, you know?
I wouldn't even
don't
be
know.
surprised.
Chad, let me know.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised.
No, not Chad. Han.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Come on,
surprised if he
man.
did that on purpose. Because again, in the music video, you know, they have thermometer, they feel sick, or they look like they're getting a cold or sick or fever or whatever. And yeah, they're just trying to cool themselves down.
Exactly.
But it could be like lovesick too.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Love sick. And then after that, and this is the part we got wrong. It was incorrect in the Unveiled track because we didn't hear the lyrics after that. But right now, in this next part, he says, 비켜줄래? 나는 말을 꺼냈을 때 슬픔이라기보단 후련하게도, So he's saying, 비켜줄래? Can you move out of the way? And then 나는 말을 꺼냈을 때, when you said those words, it felt more alleviating than sadness. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, basically, when you told me to move out of the way, I thought I would feel sad, but more than sadness, I feel alleviated. Yeah. Because why would they say that to him? It's because that person is trying to get out of here.
Yeah. This person's bad. So I think it's kind of like, let's say, I'm the person saying 비켜줄래, move out the way.
And before you explain that, and then I know what you're about to say. Remember, before that, he said they hear the clock ticking. Right. Meaning they were just alone in this room.
After an argument.
And it's just an awkward silence. And finally, one person gets up and goes, get out the way.
Yeah. I think it's like, so Andy and I, we're fighting. We fought. We can't stop fighting. And now it's to the point where we're just like, we're sick of it and we're just like both like there in silence. Right. You know, and we're both being stubborn, not wanting to say sorry, not wanting to like, you know, get happy again. Right. And then I'm sick of it. So I get up from the silence and then I'm like, 비켜줄래? You know? Like, can you just move out the way so I can get my way through? And then Han, in his lyric, is saying, like, even when this person told me to move out the way, I didn't even feel sad about it. It was just like...
It was more alleviating.
Because he also probably wanted to have, like, either get up and leave or
like, have that moment, like, alone.
Alone, exactly.
You know what I mean? Maybe...
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the way we're taking it as.
That's our interpretation,
like, maybe he felt better that she said that because it's kind of like,
It's awkward silence.
It's awkward silence, so it's kind of like, you can have your moment alone and I can have my moment alone. Like we can actually 식혀, cool off, chill off our anger separately.
Yeah.
Instead of just being in this room.
It's still being angry.
Because it's true, when you fight with someone and you look at them in the face. Like,
you just want to punch them in the face.
Yeah, like you're just gonna keep getting mad. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's actually perfect because you would want to be alone in that case. So
Or it could mean maybe like when you said those words, it was more alleviating than sadness, but because maybe like this person just said the word, said something to him.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he just said something.
They even said
instead
a word.
Of silence,
right.
They just said something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or maybe it could be in another interpretation. It could be like, if it was in Han's case, because he wrote the lyrics, it's like he was so sick of. He's so sick of the relationship with them always fighting that for him it's like he's over it too.
Exactly.
He's over it. Like he doesn't care if this person says move out the way. It doesn't even hurt. It doesn't even hurt him because it's like, all right, yeah.
Because this song is just in itself about like being able to cool yourself down. It's not about always being angry. It's about cooling yourself down and actually thinking things through.
Yeah.
Before making any rash like decisions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then the next part it goes into the chorus and it says, yeah, we gonna break together. So break as in we're gonna take a break.
They need a break.
Together. Let's take a break.
Right.
서로의 값진 매일매일들을 불태워. 서로의 값진 매일. So 값지다 means to like costly, like valuable. Like those days that were so costly and valuable to us. Let's burn it. Let's burn it. 불태워.
Which is what they were doing in the music video.
Exactly. Like like all those costs, like because those times that you spent together and just to break it off, it's costly.
Right.
Because you put so much effort into it. And not just that, but it's also valuable because it's like it's valuable memories you made together.
Yeah.
But he's saying, okay, let's 불태워.
Yeah.
Let's burn it all
burn
up.
it up.
And then after that he says, 이젠 모두 남김없이 버려도 우린 후회 없어. So even if we throw everything away right now with nothing, leaving nothing behind, there'll be no regrets.
Yeah.
I think at this moment, I
think they're okay with the breakup.
They're okay with the breakup, but also what I'm getting is like they're saying mean things to each other.
Of course, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like out of anger.
Yeah. I feel like it's like even if we break up, let's say, they don't want to hold on to the bad stuff and maybe like they don't want to be angry at each other.
Right.
They want to be able to end it in a good note. I feel like that's the vibe Han's giving off.
Exactly, because
like, I don't want to be holding on to this anger even if we break up or take a break.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I need to cool off.
Yeah.
You know. And he says 그저 속타는 마음만 식혀, as in like I'm just trying to like cool off this burning heart, like burning anger in my heart, you know. And then he says 이제 내게 신경 꺼, as in like now you could just
don't mind me.
Like don't mind me.
Take
just,
your business elsewhere.
Yeah, like don't worry about me.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
Like worry about yourself.
Right.
추억 속 여기서 그만 밖으로 나가줘. So 추억 속 is like inside this memory. 추억 means memories. 여기서 그만 밖으로 나가줘. Like at this place inside our memory, I think it's time for you to just leave.
Right.
Like whatever memories that we are trapped in together, I think it's time we leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inside that like box of memory that we have. It's time to leave. And then after that he says 그래 너도 남김없이 버려 다 다신 후회 없게. As in like 그래 너도 남김없이
You
버려.
too.
You too. You too throw everything away with leaving nothing behind. 다 다신 후회 없게. As in like so then you don't regret it again. Like just throw everything away without leaving anything behind. See, they're just saying mean things to each other at this point because after every one of those lines they say 일단 속 타는 마음 좀 식혀.
Yeah.
But for now, let's just try to cool off that burning heart inside us, like that's burning with anger.
Yeah.
I feel like in a way, I think in my interpretation, I feel like what he's trying to say is like they're fighting. They're saying, yeah, throw away all our memories. Yeah, just leave my memory. You know what? Yeah, let's just throw away everything.
Yeah.
But before we do that, why don't we try to calm down a little bit?
Because there's still the love there.
Yeah, because it's like we said, you say things that you don't even really mean. You say really hurtful things at the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
So what do you do in that heat of the moment? You gotta cool down that heat.
Yeah.
So that's why they keep saying 그저 속 타는 마음만 식혀.
Yeah.
As in like, dude, let's just first calm down. Let's calm down and cool off that burning feeling in your heart.
Yeah.
and then maybe come back to it again.
And we can get back together, if anything. I feel like there's a lot of interpretations for this song.
There is.
You know what I mean?
There is.
I feel like it can go either in ways of, we still love each other, but obviously something's not working out. That's why we're fighting all the time. And, but because I still love you, I don't want to just end things with you and just throw everything away and burn everything. Because, again, they said, let's just cool down first and get everything, with our hearts, like, in a peace, like, in a, what do you call that? Put us at ease.
Right.
And then come back to it.
Right.
So which means like he's not ready to like let things end. You know what I mean? Or it could literally be like I'm okay with everything just ending because I feel like we aren't working out.
Right.
And so I'm okay with everything. But at the end of the day, I don't want us to leave in a bad note with an angered heart.
Right.
So like let's still at least cool ourselves down, even if we were to break up.
Exactly.
I don't know. It could go like both ways.
Like. There's a part in here where Changbin says 지지고 볶고. 지지고 볶다 means to like fight. But I think what he's saying is like 지지고 볶고, like even if we fight, whatever decision that we make, let's leave for later. But for now, we gotta cool down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think like it goes in both ways. I feel like you could interpret it in a lot of different ways because I could interpret it in two different ways.
Yeah.
시켜 as in let's cool down our heart and come back to it again. Like what Changbin says. 지지고 볶고 판단은 이따가 something.
Yeah.
Meaning like we can fight all we want right now, but let's not be rash and make a decision right now. We're just mad.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So let's go cool down and then come back.
And then make our decision.
Or they can mean 시켜 as in like, you know what? Maybe it's time for us to cool down that fire we had for each other.
That's what I was saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it can go either way.
It can go either way, I feel like. Yeah. But I mean, again, songs can be interpreted the way you want, but also we want to be more what Han tried to mean, like what he means about this. But if it's like what he said, like a Korean drama.
Exactly.
And it's like what he said about like they were fighting and it's like, oh, they should cool down before making any rash decisions.
Exactly.
I feel like it's more towards our first reasoning of like, they still love each other, they still want to be with each other, but instead of just breaking up because you're mad, it's like in case we don't want to break up, we might be just doing it at the moment because we're so angered. Let's try to cool down so we can make a very good decision for ourselves, a true one, like instead of saying it out of anger.
Whether it be that you guys do part or whether maybe you guys made a mistake and you guys stay together, but that decision shouldn't be made at the heat of the moment. It should be made more when like you guys cool down.
You're at peace.
Yeah, you cool down and you made your decision and you come together and then you talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
More in a what's that word? That word. I couldn't think of the word, you guys. It took me like 2 minutes to try to figure it out.
Literally.
But anyways, I basically mean like when you can come to like a more clear decision, like something that both can understand.
I think
I can't get that word. You guys, there's a word for it.
I think what she's trying to say is like a mutual agreement.
Yes, but that's not the word.
Where it's like done though in a much more civil manner.
Yeah, when you're insane. But there's another word for that. If you guys can kind of figure out what I'm trying to say here, let me know. But there's a word like when you guys are all both sane, like when you guys are not mad and then you're trying to make that decision. There's a word for it. But anyways,
even I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It took me literally like 2 minutes to try to figure out the word. But anyways,
this song though is it's a very educational song.
Yeah.
In a way, because like
more like good love advice?
Like advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's true, like it's either you have to really figure out, like when you get to that point in your relationship when like you guys are constantly fighting, because what relationship, like people always fight, right?
Exactly.
I feel like if you don't fight, that's not healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, especially in a marriage,
if
you don't fight, that means either you're just not talking to each other or
you're just holding it in.
Or you're just like really like, I don't need to deal with this person, I don't care.
That means you're over it.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But always be able to speak to each other in a way where it's like not at the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
At the heat of the moment, you can do and say whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
At the moment, you feel good.
Yeah.
Because you're just angry.
You're like, you mother.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're not gonna stay that way forever though.
Right.
At one point, you're gonna cool down. And guess what? The moment you cool down, if you did those things.
Rash decision.
Huh? Rash decision.
It's not. Oh no, maybe not. Sorry.
I think you said it was like more of a mutual.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like a rash decision. You don't want that. That's bad advice. Don't make a rash decision.
You guys, my English isn't that good either, you guys. Yeah. But anyways, scratch what I said.
When you do it, what was I saying? Oh. So basically, what I was trying to say was, don't do it at the heat of the moment because it's true. You're not gonna stay angry forever, but the moment you cool down, and if you did those things, you're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
And then that could really be the make it or break it part of a relationship because you did something that you didn't even mean to do.
Yeah.
You just did it because you were angry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Exactly.
Bruh.
So it is a good advice.
It is.
From Han. It's like, hey, whoever is out there as a couple or whatever and you guys are fighting, make sure you guys cool down before you
cool it down a little bit
before you guys end up talking because all you're gonna do is say mean things to each other and say things you guys don't even mean and maybe end up breaking up because you guys were saying such mean things at the moment that you guys didn't even mean. And at the end of the day, you might regret it because you're like, oh my god, I still love this person. Why did we break up just because of the heat of the moment? You know? But anyways, guys, let us know how you guys reacted to this music video. Also, again, let us know what you think the ice is. We're thinking it's like the sculpting of their heart now, maybe.
Yeah, because like I said, I felt like they were
maybe
in a room.
Maybe it was full, the heart was full, but now it got all like damaged throughout all the fights. Well, the room thing, I like what you said. They're rearranging the heart. Like maybe they're inside the heart.
Trying to like they're trying to like see, like trying to rearrange their heart, trying to move things around in their heart to kind of really know what they're trying to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So let us know, you guys, what you guys thought about that and your guys' interpretation of the song.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this reaction and semi-lyric time, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And we'll see you in our next video, guys. Bye.
Thank you guys again for watching. If you guys want similar videos, you can click on the link right over here.
And if you guys want to follow us on our social media, our links will be right below. And also our Often Alone merch link will be right below.
So go check that out, guys.
Yes,
Bye.